We want to look at a question on telephone tariffs. So we are going to look at question 4 on this question paper. So our question reads, Margaret is a telephone in a house which she uses to make calls for both local and long distance. So we're given a picture of a telephone that we have here. Beneath that, it reads service providers charges costs using tariffs. The tariff cost can be influenced by factors like the distance of a call and the time of the day. So the following tariffs are used by caller for local and long distance calls. So you are given a table that we have whereby we've got a column that we have for distance. We also have a column for basic fixed charge in runs, which includes a VAT regardless of length of call or distance. So this is what we have in this column. Then moving on to this one, runs per seconds includes a VAT. And then in the last column, runs per seconds including VAT. So this is what we have in terms of the columns that we are having. So we've got a continuation of the table in the following page, whereby we have our first column, our second column, our third column, and fourth column, depending on our headings that we have here. So beneath our table, the first question that we have reads, state two factors that can influence the cost of a landline score. So two factors that can influence the cost of a landline score. But we know that these factors we're given the factors here, whereby we are saying the tariff cost can be influenced by factors like distance of a call and the time of the day. The time that we are calling determines the cost of at that time. So we have that. So in our other section, we are stating that as the first response on 4.1, whereby we are saying distance. The distance of the core. The second factor is the duration. If we refer back, you see that we're given time of the day. The next question that we have is, a market makes a call to a mother who lives 25 kilometers away during standard time. And if she talks for 1,000 seconds, how much will she pay for the call in rands? Our question has got 3 marks. So beneath that, it reads that the following formula may be used. Cost of call, we have fixed charge plus rand per second times number of seconds. So the fixed charge that we have, remember, all calls, we've got a fixed charge of, we have a fixed charge of 0.570, then also which is local, and this is a long distance 0.570 again. So we gave the same, but of course, for the standard, according to the specification that we have, that standard time, and we are just going to use 0.570 as our fixed. So if you refer to our answer section, we first put the formula, that is 4.2. We are saying cost of the core is equal to fixed charge. Fixed charge. And then we refer back to the formula that we are given. Fixed charge, we add rand per second times number of seconds. Times number. Times number of seconds, of which if you check in terms of fixed charge, remember we have identified the fixed charge as 0.570 rand. So we are saying 70, and then we add in brackets rand per second. We refer back again. I will see that the rand per second that we have is 0.00700 for 0 to 50 kilometers. Remember, our kilometers, we've got 25 kilometers. So it fits in 0 to 50 kilometers. So we are saying 0.00700 as our rand per second. And then we multiply by the number of seconds. If you refer back, you see that the number of seconds that we are given is 1,000. So we multiply by 1,000. So we close our bracket. So we calculate it from that form, and we see what we get. So if we simplify it further, you're going to see that you're going to get 0.570, and then you add, if you multiply 0.00700 times 1,000, you're going to get your answer is 7 rand. So we add there, we get now a total of 7 rand 57 cents. So that becomes the cost of the core. So this is what we have on that one. We'll move on to the next part. The next part say convert 1,000 seconds that Margaret used to call her mother to minutes. 1,000 seconds, that is 4.1.3. 1,000 seconds, but we know that because the question requires us to convert to minutes. So we have got 60 seconds equal to 1 minute. So we are looking for 1,000 seconds so that we convert it to our minutes. When we calculate it as such, whereby we are saying we can just use a simple proportion there, whereby we say what we don't have numerator, what we have is 60, denominator multiplied by the given figure, which is 1 minute. So we multiply by 1/1. So calculate, see that if you further calculate, you get your answer 16.66 minutes, which if you round it up to the nearest whole number, we've got a 6 here, 6 behind, which is in the range 5 to 9. So it changes our 6 plus 1 to 6 to become 17. So you've got 17 minutes. So basically, that's what we have on that one. Then we move on to the next part of our question, which is going to be the last one. Margaret has a brother who is furthering his studies in Britain. She sends him 25,000 rands for his study material. Calculate the total cash that his brother will have in pounds if the exchange rate is 1 pound equal to 17 rands 70 cents. So obviously we start with the rate, whereby we are saying 17 rand 17 cents. So we got 4.1.4. So we are saying 17 rand 17 cents is equals to 1 pound. And the one that we are looking for is which one to exchange is 25,000 rands. So we say 25,000 rand is the question mark. So simple proportion again, whereby we say what we don't have is 25,000, so it becomes the numerator. I divide what we have is 70.17. Then we multiply by 1, which is 1 pound, 1/1. We are converting to pounds. So if you divide there, obviously you're going to say 17.17 into 25,000. You're going to get your answer is 1,450 and 56.02 79557 So this is a continuation of our decimal places, but of course we know that this is money, so we are going to round off to 2 decimal places. We've got the 2, which we have here at 7 just behind, which is in the range 5 to 9. So we obviously we change our 2 plus 1 to 2 to become Here is plus 1 to become 3. So it becomes 1,456.03. And of course, this is an expression that we have in pounds. So you see, so 1,456 pounds, 3 cents. So that is what we have as our final answer. And this becomes the last part of our question. So thank you for listening. Let's meet again in the next video.